good morning, or afternoon or evening, depending where and when you're practicing from. Now we're going to work a little with some breathing, pranayama, and dharana, guided meditation. We'll begin with just a little bit of gentle movement, nothing too fast and definitely nothing strenuous. You can skip this part if you need to, if you're feeling less mobile. But I find that in just preparing the body in some small subtle ways, if you haven't already done your full yoga asana practice, is a nice way to just calm down a little bit, kind of start bringing your attention to center. But we will begin, before anything, by setting an intention for practice. Your intention could be to remain focused or maybe remain mindful through each moment. Or you might even dedicate the work of your practice to someone who might need it. If you're religious, you could think of keeping God in your heart. If you're spiritual but non-denominational, you might think about just keeping universal consciousness or Purusha close to your heart. Now, setting an intention or dedication, you'll soften or close your eyes. And placing the palms together in front of the chest, hold that intention close to your heart. And we begin together with the sound of an Om. If you'd like to join, take a breath in. Let's get moving just a little bit. We're going to begin in a balasana or child's pose. Now, I usually would do a full asana practice before a meditation practice, but you don't have to, although you do want to move a little bit so that you can start to kind of get focused and get centered, calm down some. And so balasana, we're just going forward. And then we'll walk the hands over to the right side for just a few breaths. Keep your chest nice and low. And we'll switch sides. Come on over to the left side of the mat. Nice and easy, all the way back to center. As you're ready, come on back up to a kneeling position. If this doesn't work for your knees, you could grab a pillow or blanket and slide that between your calves and your thighs, or sit cross-legged. You can sit in lotus, or you can just cross one shin in front of the other. We're just gonna kind of round the back and then drop your head. Your hands can do whatever you'd like. Take a few deep breaths and let your head hang down, using the weight of the head to stress the cervical spine really gently. You might even feel it in the tops of the shoulders. Now, keeping your shoulders relaxed, start to drop your right ear to the right shoulder, tilt your chin to the left. And then back to center. And we'll switch. Tilt your chin to the right, left ear to your left shoulder. Couple more. over to the right side. And back down to the left. Return to center gently. Begin to lift your chest and tilt your chin up toward the ceiling, lifting your eye gaze. Keeping your chin lifted, right ear to the right shoulder, and back around, left ear, left shoulder. Back to center gently, and return to neutral. Now, before we get into breathing, we're just gonna do one last little pose. We're twisting, simple seated twist. Keep the legs just like they are, and we'll twist to the right side. Left hand to your right knee and right hand all the way behind you. Sit up nice and tall and breathe. As you exhale next, return to center, take a little pause, just a second, and then we'll switch, twist to your left. Right hand to your left knee, and left hand all the way behind you, just a few breaths. On an exhale, return to center. And then let's walk it back out. Hands go forward, we'll lift the hips up, just a moment or two in downward facing. Feel free to bend and straighten the legs a little bit, maybe just kind of pedaling them out. I also like to move symmetrically, so bend and straighten both legs at the same time, lift the hips up and back. Now we'll return to seated, and so walking the feet forward, cross the ankles, bend your knees, lower the sit bones, or go to seated however you're able. Whatever works for you best. Now I'm gonna use a prop to sit up on. We'll be seated for about maybe the next 10 minutes or so. I recommend sitting on a cushion if you have one, or a blanket. And then you want to find enough comfortability while you're seated so that your knees can drop down lower than your pelvis and so that you can stack your spine straight up and down-ish. The spine has natural curve to it, and we aren't trying to take that away. What we're trying to do is avoid leaning forward into the future or falling backward and becoming stuck in the past. We're trying to keep the spine right in the center, which is representative of the present moment. And so tuck the tailbone under just a little, but from there, lift your heart up. Relax the shoulders as best as you're able. Then, remembering your intention, just begin to soften or close your eyes. Take a few deeper, slower breaths. And just start to notice the way that your breath affects your spine. Maybe your inhale lets you sit a little taller, and perhaps it's the exhale that allows you to soften your shoulders and relax the muscles of your face. You'll let the lips touch gently, but separate top and bottom row of teeth. You'll relax all the little muscles of your eyes and your cheeks, your jaw, no tension and no straining. Nadi sodhana, pranayama. Bring the left hand into your hip crease, thumb and index finger touch, Jnana mudra. Right hand, Vishnu mudra. Curl down your first two fingers into the palm. Use your thumb to close the right nostril. Inhale through only the left. close the left with your ring finger. Switch, exhale to the right. Inhale through the right, same side. Exhale, close the right. Switch, go to the left. Inhale, left. Close the left. Exhale, go to the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale, back to the left. Again, inhale gently left side. Wait for the exhale. When it comes, switch sides, go back to the other. Inhale again through the same. Exhale, switch, go to the other side. Inhale, always through the same. And switch only with your exhales. Back and forth a few more rounds at your own pace. You'll soften the right shoulder down and away from your ear. You'll relax your jaw and listen to the subtleties of each inhale and each exhale. Back and forth, smooth and so balanced, like an ocean wave, rhythmic and steady. Imagine the inhale coming in as if it were a wave coming to kiss the shore. The exhale, the wave retreats again back into the sea. Inhaling as the wave comes all the way up to the shore. Exhaling as the water retreats back into the sea. Continue on a few more rounds. Breathing in relation, the same way that the ocean breathes in and out, moving as one, back and forth, until the next time you exhale out of the left side. That'll be the final exhale. And so once you've completed that breath out, release both hands and breathe normally. Taking a moment, if you'd like, to readjust a bit, and then placing the palms together in your lap with the non-dominant hand underneath. Keeping the eyes soft or closed. Bring your awareness to the space right at the base of the spine, the point of contact where your seat touches the mat beneath you. There you'll picture the most beautiful bright white light moving up the spinal column, through the belly, lungs and rib cage, front of the chest, collarbones, the throat, and over the face, stopping at the space right between your eyebrows. Right at that spot, Ajna chakra, you'll picture the most beautiful bright white light, perfectly placed between the eyebrows, maybe a few inches forward or behind the eyes. You'll envision the most magnificent white light illuminating the entire physical form. For the next few minutes, hold your attention there, just allowing your thoughts to come in and then go out again on their own without attaching or unpacking them. If you find yourself distracted or feeling anything less than peaceful, gently bring your attention back to that most beautiful, bright white light at the space between your eyebrows. If you begin to feel less than peaceful or distracted at all, maybe by your own inner monologue or maybe by outside distraction, again, bring your attention back to that space between your eyebrow, the most magnificent, bright white light. begin to bring your awareness back into the body. Roll the shoulders or wiggle your fingers. Take one deep breath in through your nose. Turn your head to the left. Exhale twice quickly out of your mouth. Inhale through the nose, return to center. Relax. Take a moment if you'd like to reaffirm your intention or dedication of the work of your practice. And recognize that this feeling of stillness you've cultivated is always available just by bringing your awareness inward. We'll close together with an Om. If you'd like to join, take a breath in. Thank you for practicing today.